And then with the beauty of editing, it'll look like I just walked in and we'll start the video. So.
It's that time of the week again. Prepare yourself for the surveyors of sauce, the sultans of spaghetti, the whispers in your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What's Your Spaghetti Policy Podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Alex and Jacob.
Totally relate, because I was like earlier I was playing a game with the kids where I was like capturing them in the blanket, like, right, you throw the blanket over them, right, and you capture them in it and you like roll them
throw
up.
them over your shoulder like you're
Throw them on
Paul
the bed,
Bunyan
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, you throw them on the bed.
Please
But
don't.
what
What do you do? Are you like hitting them with a pillow? Like, what are you doing?
I just throw them on the bed and then I like go off and capture the other one. I don't know. If I just dip out of the fucking podcast.
What if I scoot over? Does that mess everything up if I scoot over?
Low key, that would be so funny though if you just like disappeared for the entire episode, just like disappeared, and then like, and I'm just like, it's so funny, man. And then you just don't come back for 45 minutes, and it's just me sitting here just doing the episode.
Like, what a miss.
Yeah, but no, but I was pulling the blanket off of them, and just pop, 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 static electricity everywhere, dude. Everything's so dry right now. My hands are dry. My skin's cracking. Can you see it? Can you see all the like little cuts on my skis cracking, dude? All the cuts on my hand. I gotta clip my fingernails. I know that. Don't fucking comment below about like, oh, look at his fucking gross ass fingernails. Like, I gotta cut them. I know. Okay, sorry. I just realized today.
It was like 7 degrees this morning.
It's cold. I know that you like the cold.
I love it.
I get it, man. Don't. I understand where you're coming from. I understand that, like, why the cold is good.
Mm-hmm.
I understand, like, why people like the cold. This is too cold. This right here, 6 degrees. Fuck out of here.
It wasn't 6. It was 7.
It was 6 degrees at my house this morning. Outside, not inside. Inside, I'm dead. It's 6 degrees inside. You can go ahead and assume that we're all dead, and like I've been long vacated the house.
It's so funny that you bring that up because I got a hell of a transition. I've been watching this show called American Primeval.
Okay, I think you mentioned it before, yeah.
Yeah. It's so I'm a big like Western mark. Like I like period pieces and that sort of shit. Like, obviously Westerns are romanticized, and it's like, can you enjoy that art despite the way it depicts people of color, women, natives, that sort of thing?
I was thought you meant like the smell. Like, yeah, you can like it because you don't have to worry about the smell. Because I
Well,
think that's one thing they can't capture is how bad it probably smelled back
Yes,
then.
but I just mean like, it's a
But
different
also,
time.
yeah,
Anyways.
the bad stuff that happened back then. Oh no. Did it happen again? Ah, crap. This is always happening. I gotta get him fix that video. But hey, while we're here, let's talk about the Patreon real quick. That's right, baby. It's an ad break for the What's Your Spaghetti Policy Podcast Patreon. Now, folks, there are currently 4 tiers out there. There's a free tier, which doesn't get you much. There's a $1 tier for just saying, hey, guys, like the pod. Thanks for hanging out. Sometimes you get to see the post and whatnot. But most of the time, the best bet, the economy value, is going to be the $5 tier. That's going to get you access to, me and Alex, we're going to start working on a movie-themed podcast where we just watch a movie, we review it. Those episodes will be available to the $5 tier. You also get your name in the executive producers that we give a shout out on the episodes. We got that coming down the pipeline of this episode a little bit later on. That's also going to get you a sticker and a handwritten letter from myself. I handwrite every single one of them. Trust me. Handwriting's atrocious. Anyways, then you've got the $10 tier. The $10 tier is going to get you everything in the $5 tier, as well as an opportunity to pick the movie for the movie club episodes that we watch, as well as record with us if you want to. That's something you're into. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and thank you so much for checking out the Patreon. It is Spag Policy Pod on Patreon. Just give it a little Google, and you should be able to find it. It's also included in the description and in the episode show notes. So yeah, guys, I guess we'll get this thing rolling. So I gotta work on. I gotta come up with a better ad. Anyways, here's the video. Thanks.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, that stuff happens. But anyways, this is doing a pretty good job of like it takes place in Utah, and it's about do you know who Brigham Young is?
Oh, dude, man, I remember when I first heard about Brigham Young 2 seconds ago. So, what about him? Who is he?
So you know the university BYU.
Yeah, dude, I have heard of BYU. That's
So
they
Brigham
didn't do
Young
anything bad,
University.
right? Oh, is that what it's
So
for?
so they're Mormon.
Ah,
It's a
sorry,
giant Mormon. They were like the inventors of like soaking and stuff.
they're inventors of something for sure. Yeah,
Because they're not allowed to do that stuff. Anyways,
I thought it was butt stuff. I think it was like just do butt.
they're not allowed to do it.
I guess it's a Christian thing. It's like butt stuff is a Christian thing, right?
No vaginal penetration.
Yeah, because then you're impure, right? In the eyes of the Lord. Yeah, for
Anyways,
whatever fucking
so
reason.
it's during the gold rush and like the move west, and so there's the Mormons that are fighting with the American government that are also fighting with the natives that are there.
Okay, okay.
And so like it's not like if you're just looking for something like, hey buddy, spaghetti western, not it. Um
Is
like
it
it's
like?
cold. It's like it's brutal, dude. It's fucking brutal.
Yeah, I mean those times were. I mean,
Like massacres, like
yeah.
just all that stuff, and just
Okay,
again like the
quick.
the way life was. Anyways, the whole point of that was like
Okay,
they're in the fucking wilderness, and like it looks like the background of my background area. It's just like snow, and there's like this little fire, and there's this one point where they're being chased, and they're like, it's like this guy. Uh, is with a native and she has her tongue cut out so she can't talk.
tight.
And then there's a white woman with a little boy who has like a Forrest Gump
Oh, he's
thing
got
on
a
it. Like
deformity, right? Yeah.
no, he's got the Forrest Gump like metal thing on his leg, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And anyways, so like it's fucking dead winter and it looks like it's like 6 degrees. It's like
Yeah.
fucking pouring down the snow and like they're just sitting there. Like
A true
and so
American adventure right there. That sounds like a good time, honestly. That's like a nice hearty winter is what I always
what was
wanted.
your diatribe?
Like, did the Mormons and the Native Americans, the infighting with it? I wasn't gonna say the, I wasn't gonna call them the wrong word, but the infighting happening with like Native Americans and stuff like that. They didn't take place at the same time, did they?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know the timeline for when
Oh,
like
it's over.
Mormons
I don't know if you
created
know this.
their whatever you want to call it or
Religion.
yeah, I guess yeah. Why not? It's made it that far. Why not?
It's 6 episodes. I think you should watch it.
I mean, I'll give it a shot, but I'm just trying to think of the timeline, dude. I'm like, I didn't think the Native Americans and like the Mormons lined up around, like, because John Joseph Smith, he created it back in the day, right? But I didn't. I thought it was like,
Well, Brigham Young was the fucking governor of Utah, and like the
yeah,
whole thing was like they were trying to, in a sense, fucking ostracize themselves from the government, and like they wanted, and like Zion, basically, they wanted their own state of Mormonism, and it's so. But
I do,
anyways,
yeah, okay. The elders
so
of
like
Zion. I thought that was like a really racist thing. I don't know, man. Fucking, it's all
it's
racist
fine.
at the end of the day, right? So,
But like there's this native his name's Red Feather, and like he is the most menacing looking motherfucker I've ever seen. And like I'm like, oh shit, this dude's a bad ass. It's only 6 episodes, it's a limited series. Um but it's really good. By the time this comes out, I will have finished it. I finished episode 5 yesterday. So it's really good. It's on Netflix.
hell yeah, dude.
You
Sweet.
watch
I
it?
mean, I guess kind of sticking in the vein of like that. Like, what are you watching this year? Like, what are you hoping to watch this year? Like, what are your plans for, kind of like content in
I'm
2025?
really trying to fucking chisel away that backlog. I think I sent it in the group chat. Like, damn, like working on the backlog. Backlog got hands because, like, I've stated it before. Like, typically my go-to is going to be like video games or comics,
Mm.
right? And then I'm going to watch TV shows. But I feel like you get a longer burn on it, and like then movies are going to take the back seat to like those four things. Like, I just don't watch as many movies as I used to. Now, I did go see Sonic 3 over the weekend.
Yeah.
Um, and with Zoe because like we were. Oh, I guess it was on Monday because it was a holiday. Um,
How's that hold up to the other two?
it's the weakest of the three, I think.
Okay. I did think that like the dynamic with, because I know that in the show, the Sonic show on Netflix or whatever, there's like 8 Doc Ox, I about called them, Nefaria. What the hell their names?
What do they call
Well,
themselves?
there's Dr. Eggman or Dr.
Eggman.
Robotnik.
Yeah. Oh, there's two of them? I thought they're different names. Oh, well, whatever.
Same person.
Is it
Did
a
you ever play
spoiler?
Sonic? Did you ever play
No.
Sonic? Jesus.
I know that there's the doctor, right?
Anyways, it's not so much that like I think they did a nice job of differentiating the two spoilers, the Dr. Eggmans.
Okay.
It's not a multiverse
It
fucking
was in the commercial
nonsense.
for it, so it's okay. So it's
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a multiverse thing. To be honest with you, I watched the trailer when it came out in like June, and then like I never thought about it again. So like I knew, but I didn't know. I was like, oh yeah, that is. But I don't want to say it feels rushed, but like it's getting to the point where the cast of characters are a lot. I mean,
yeah.
you've got Tails, you got Sonic, you have Knuckles. Like the first one is Sonic, then you introduce Tails.
Tails.
The second one is Sonic and Tails, and then you introduce Knuckles. And this one is Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and you're introducing Shadow.
Shadow.
This one
like
is
the most badass one of the hedgehogs there though. So
then well now at the end of this one it's like okay you have Sonic and Nails. Nails. You have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, and Amy, and then like
bringing the whole cast and crew around, honestly.
but yeah, right. So
Isn't there like one more of the crew, like the demon lady, the
I
one
don't
that
know.
everybody like?
Now we're jumping the shark as far as lore is concerned.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it was fine. Like again, I hate everything. It's fine. It's just it's
It exists.
very few third movies of a series are good, like the best.
Yeah.
Right. Like
Just thinking about
name one movie that's the third in the series that's the best.
Ooh, Lord of the Rings. What's that third one?
Return of the King is not the best. No way.
Which one's the best?
It's best in order that it came out.
I mean, like, which one's the best to you?
Fellowship,
Is it the first one?
Two Towers, Return of the King.
I don't know, man. Gandalf coming back as Gandalf the White was pretty sick. So I am still.
Wait, is that not in?
I don't know if that's in the second one or the third one, but
It might. It was Helm's Deep, right?
he dies in the end of the second one. Sorry, spoilers.
No, he doesn't. No, he does not.
He does. He has to die to become Gandalf the White.
Dude, he dies in the first one.
That's what I said. He dies at the end of the first one.
It's not the end of the first one though.
Yeah, he died because he goes down the thing and
dies
it's like, "Run, you fools!"
He's fighting
or, "Fly,
the fucking.
you fools," and he fucking
he's
dies.
he's fighting the Balrog.
He
dude.
fights it after in the opening of the second one is him fucking fighting the goddamn Balrog. Or maybe it's a recap. I don't know. I don't know.
There you go.
Might be the
He
recap.
Dies Gandalf the Grey dies after Moria. He dies in Moria.
See, I thought you were saying that he doesn't die, and I was like, no, he definitely has to die to become Gandalf the White. It's the whole Jesus thing. He comes back 3 days later,
Jesus Christ, we're talking about a movie 20 years ago, dude.
and it's like a movie that I have barely a small recollection of. But I'm still like 100% belief in the camp of Gandalf doesn't know how to do magic.
I mean, that's fine. He's not a magician.
I think I can't think of any spells that he actually casts.
What's the difference in a magician and a wizard?
There's not a difference. It's just like what you call them, right? Because it's like,
Well, I think a wizard has real magic, where a magician is all about tricks, right?
well, are we talking about like modern day magicians, or are we talking
I
about
don't
like
know.
back in the day magicians? Because back in the day magicians are just wizards. Like it's just like a different name for them. But modern day
Witches.
magicians, like witches, warlocks, it's like the
Priests.
same thing. It's like priests is another class, right? They do light magic. Okay. What I'm saying is that like
Dark magic.
is like, hey, is Gandalf cool? He's a cool character, but I'm just saying he doesn't do any magic.
He doesn't need it.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna call yourself,
He wins regardless.
one of the great wizards, right? Do some magic. Fucking cast a fireball, dude. Fucking show me something, right? All he does is fucking use his staff as a fucking. You know who does more magic than him? Saruman. Saruman, whatever the fuck his name is. He's fucking,
Saruman.
He kicks the shit out of Dumbledore, dude. Fucking beats
Dumbledore?
They're all the same at this point. Fucking Gandalf, sorry.
Well, one is like a fucking cinema masterpiece, and the other one is like.
I will say Gandalf has the ability to. He has animal handling because he can speak to the butterflies, who then go and talk to the eagles. So I'll give him that one. He does have his animal handling skill maxed out. Okay, so. Anyways,
Sonic 3. So the whole point of that is like what you're asking me. I'm trying to chisel away at the backlog. So I started the series. I have since Zoe's been born. I have a note section in my phone where
Okay.
like I go through like some people do it with the books they read. I do it with the games that I finish. Okay, there's like very specific,
Okay.
not games that I start, not even games that I play, games that I finish
Okay.
in that year. So like if I start something in 2023 and then I come back around and finish it this year, I finished it this year, right?
Okay.
Very rarely is that a case, though. Very rarely do like we were talking the other day. I'm a very singular game person. If I start something, I've got tunnel vision, and like it's that until
Yeah.
it's done, or I'm done. But I started this game called El Paso Elsewhere, and got just hooked, dude. It was
I
just
love when a
it's
game does that though. Yeah.
and like I can't explain it other than like it has that classic PS2 vibe of like levels. Like you go through, you fucking kill the shit, you go to the next level. And like the way
Okay.
that the story is orchestrated, you're going down an elevator basically into hell, and it's just like each one, and then
Oh
like
yeah, Dante's
there's
Inferno style. Like it.
a little bit, but the whole point of the story is your ex-girlfriend is Dracula's daughter.
Hell yeah, dude.
And so you are chasing her because she's going to end the world. And then so
I said let her do it, but hey, it's
as
just
it
me.
keeps going, like you're starting to like a lot of exposition of like and like a lot of weird shit starts happening and like there's like a little puppet master who like chases you. There's like they're vampires, they're like mummies. You've got like biblically accurate like angels, the
Hell
way
yeah,
that they're
dude.
described, like
With the
not like
eyeballs and shit, like and the
yes,
fucking wings and like the bands that
yes,
are like
yep.
rotating around each other. Hell yeah, dude. I dig
Yep,
it.
there's even an achievement like when you kill your first one, it says biblically accurate.
Hell yeah.
And like it's just really cool. Like it's simple. The best way I can explain it is literally it's like a PS2 era game in the best way. Point shoot, it has like Max Payne slow-mo. Um, and then like that's pretty much it. And I think they're making a movie out of it or whatever, but I don't know. It just is vibe for me, dude. And
Hell
I
yeah.
really enjoyed it. And I was like playing it, felt good, knocked something off the list. Uh, I have Alan Wake 2, like it's on the docket.
It's in the chamber, loaded up.
It's in the PS5, and I'm just like I gotta be ready to do it. I gotta be ready.
It feels like
I've
a
sort of
big undertaking, you know.
now that like all the stuff is done and
Yeah.
like but now I'm watching, like I said, I watched that American Prime Evil. I finished Watchmen in like 4 days, the TV show that
Okay.
came out like 5 years ago.
Okay.
um Weird, like it was always something that was on my list to watch, like okay, I'm gonna watch this, I want to watch it, I've heard it's good, blah blah blah. And then I literally went to download it and put it on my iPad when I went to see Mike in Philly and Wes,
Mm-hmm.
and they removed it
That's
for
exactly what happened to me. I watched the first episode. Literally, I watched the first episode
yeah.
like in one night, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna watch this shit at work tomorrow." Right? Got up the next day, could not find it.
It was gone.
It was gone.
And so I was like,
It was too
okay.
woke. They took it off because it was too
Yeah.
woke. They were
And
like,
then
"No, you
like I
can't
was like,
watch
well, I'll
this."
look on iTunes. And it was like $50 for 8 episodes. And I was like, no, not a
Paying,
chance.
paying
Hell.
for shows. What is this fucking?
If it was like
2017, crazy.
20, okay, all right. Sure, I'll give you a Hamilton.
Yeah.
I'll give you a Jackson who's on the 20.
Oh man, that's Andrew Johnson, right?
Johnson.
Johnson, I'm pretty sure.
Jackson.
Jackson. He's
Jackson.
a piece of. It's
Andrew.
one of the piece of shit guys. He's really. Like,
That
they're all
doesn't
technically piece
that
of shit.
doesn't narrow
but
it down. Hamilton's on the 10.
He's the one that's like really bad though. Like the dude that's on the 20.
And so, but like it was whatever it was. I watched it and like I was just. I'll tell you one thing that I appreciated about it a lot was how everything. It's very self-contained. It has, like, if you just have like the basic knowledge, it's like a quasi reboot, quasi sequel. Like the events of the first Watchmen happen,
Mhm.
right? But it's more of a standalone. Like as long as you know like what Dr. Manhattan did and Ozymandias did and this, that, and the other. Okay, cool. Like you have the basis of like
Yeah.
what it is. And then like, it's set in
He brought the
Tulsa
world together is what he fucking did, dude.
and like it like ties all back to like the Tulsa massacre and stuff, which is like something they don't talk
What are you talking
about.
about?
Like
What is that?
Black
What's-
Black Wall Street.
what happened there?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And
It sounds like a really prosperous
but
time, honestly. So,
but more importantly, like there's little things that happen,
mhm.
and everything is tied together. There's a nice little bow. Everything has meaning. Every like little, what are we doing? Like, why are we focusing on this thing? Okay, well, it comes back around, right? Like it's everything is nice and just like
Hell yeah,
tight.
dude.
It is the wokest thing I've ever seen in terms of like, but like I texted Mike. I was like, bro, it's like the wokest show I've ever seen in my life. But I was saying it completely sarcastically
Yes, because
because
we don't we we think of woke content as just like normal content, right?
when I
Whereas
say
like,
when I
yeah,
say woke, I'm making fun of the people who say woke.
yeah,
Because I'm making fun of people because they can't formulate an actual opinion of why they don't like something.
yeah.
They just say,
Because
"Oh,
they can't
well,
say that because if they did, they would be in a
oh."
lot of trouble. They told you
No,
why they
no, they
didn't really
wouldn't.
like it.
No, they
I
wouldn't.
mean, not now, yeah, of course, but
No, they wouldn't.
you know,
But I thought it was really good.
hell yeah, dude.
I thought it was really good. That's that's the best I can say. I thought it was pretty good. Really good.
Yeah, for me, buddy, I've been sick, obviously. So,
Yeah, welcome back, buddy.
hell yeah, man. It was not fun, not fun. I will say it's probably like the worst sickness that we've had in a hot minute for sure. But hey, we're good. We're back. We're clear. We're in the clear, feeling good. But while I was down bad, dude, I finished the Blue Eye Samurai. Speaking of woke, probably one of the dopest animes on Netflix. I'll give him that.
Now, who recommended that to you?
Uh, this really cool guy. I've known him for a couple of years. He told me about it about 2 years ago when he went to Banff, I think. So
No, this is when I went to Aruba in October.
yeah, dude. But it was a really dope show for sure. Like it's they're gonna hate it because it's woke, but I don't give a shit if it's woke or not. Like it's just a good ass time, man. It's very
Now,
gory.
Was I correct in saying that, hey, I don't think you're going to like the ending?
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna watch it, so spoilers. I'm gonna give spoilers, right? But I will say the ending was very out of pocket. I'll give him that. Because I'm not gonna say out of pocket meaning this journey that you just went on with this character. It seems very weird that the ending was the way that it was. Now, does it ruin the entire show? I don't think so. But it does feel like corporate had a hand in a lot of it.
It very much felt like, okay, you have these 8 episodes and everything makes sense. And like, oh, this is going to be a great standalone.
Could have fucking
And
just
then there it
corporate
seems like there
had
was
a
like
hand in it.
like a
Yeah.
quick rewrite of let's stretch this out.
Yeah. And that is whatever. You know, you can't. It's Netflix. They're gonna fucking ruin it in a season or two anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, so like Arcane?
I don't know, man.
You wanna talk about
I will say, I finished Arcane season 2 as well. I understand where you're coming from. The music videos portion
Dude.
of it does feel weird, but at the same time, I think it is still doing a job of like trying to tell a kind of feeling. It's kind of trying to
It's cramming 2 seasons into one,
help. It's trying to help with pacing. Yes.
but it does not
It
help
does
with
not
pacing.
help with pacing.
It actually
very
makes it
fast.
worse.
Stuff happens very fast. But I mean, as far as like I don't think it ruins it for me. I still think that out of any shows based on video games, fucking crushed it. I think that it was really cool.
I think that season 1 is great.
Mm-hmm.
I think season 2 is good.
Yep. And it's the thing. It's like I think that it's the
2 is
story-
just 2 has a pacing problem, dude. Like it's all over the place, and like it bugs me.
But I mean, I get it, dude. It's budgets too. Like you got to think about budgets and whatnot. But anyways, all that huge diatribe aside, Blue Eye Samurai, definitely give it a shot. It's really good. It's very gory, so don't watch it with kids. And there's a lot of boobs and sex scenes. So like, hey, if you're into that kind of thing, fucking
Which
get
is
ready.
I mean,
Saddle up, buddy. Because there's at least that I could remember 4 sex scenes. I think maybe 3. It might be like 2 or 3, but there was a lot of boobs.
I mean, they go to a geisha house,
Yeah, dude. They crush it.
and there's like squids and octopus, and there's some like weird shit.
I loved the bad guy. Great bad guy. You really hated him. You hated the whole team. It's again, ending being what it is. Like it's a good show. It's a good show. And then I wanted to walk back a little something. You guys, I don't know if I said it on the pod, but I was very anti live action animes, right? Because they're trying to do this whole thing with like One Piece, all right? And they're trying to do this whole thing like they did it with Death Note, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yu Yu Hakusho, it's a popular anime from back in the day, right? They have the live action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, so it's not like
Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hawk show. Like,
It's Yu Yu Hakusho, I'm pretty sure. At least I don't know. That's how I always said it from my entire life. So if you hated me, whatever, fucking come after me.
there's no W.
I don't know.
It's not like the Wayne Brady show. Like the word is Hakusho.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I don't. You're talking about something I don't know. I thought
hey.
you were when you've been talking about it the past couple. I'm like, the Yu Yu Hawk show. Like, I don't know what that is.
It's Hakusho. I'm pretty sure.
Hakusho. Okay, so those are two
Damn.
different words.
Hey, buddy, this is an American guy trying to talk about some kind of it's a Japanese anime, dude. I have no idea.
Okay.
It works. Fucking slaps. One Piece, I'm going to stand by it. I know there's a lot of One Piece fans out there that love the live action.
Dude, I loved it.
Fucking atrocious. I hate it. Hate every bit of it.
I've never seen it.
One Piece is one of those where you can't do it in live action.
Hey,
'cause it
buddy,
looks stupid.
buddy, you're just too close to it.
No, I hate it. Stupid. I don't care. Like, you can
Bro,
hate me for it.
you're just too close to the source material.
But the reason I think that Yu Yu Hakusho works, right, is because it's shot, it's done in Japan, right, and you have it's if you're watching it in English, it's dubbed, right, very clearly dubbed, and if you want to watch it in dubs, hey, if you want to do that, it's great. Ever since I was a kid, I can't do the voice desync where like their lips are moving and the words they're saying don't match up. I can't do it. It messes with my head.
There was something recently that Godzilla -1 when I watched
it's a dub
it
as well. It is.
I switched it. I couldn't watch it in English. I had to watch it in Japanese.
And that's the thing about like it. I think that the reason that Yu Yu Hakusho works so well is because it gave me a very nostalgic feel of like watching an old Japanese film with my dad. Like he used to rent the old school samurai.
Your dad participated in foreign films?
Oh yeah, buddy. I'm out in them right now.
What
dude.
a hypocrite, dude.
He loves them.
Wow.
Loves those foreign films, buddy.
That's because he doesn't have to interact with them.
I guess so. I don't know. But no, it's like it really gives me that nostalgic feel of watching it, whatever. And they still have some CGI and whatnot, but it's like doesn't take itself too seriously. It doesn't try and make it look too real. And it just works, man. It's a really fun time. It was a really good. It's 5 episodes. I think it's like anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half long or so. But it's just like a quick little.
So it's like a mini
Yeah,
series.
I haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho, like ever really, if you think about it. But like since like Adult Swim, Toonami or whatever, like it came on. Was it like after Toonami or like during Toonami?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I never watched
This
it.
was after this. This must have been after I stopped watching Toonami.
I guess, but it's a fun little show. But I had to walk it back a little bit because it's like as long as it's shot and it's like in a different country, I think it worked.
Shout out to the executive producers, Ian Lotz, Philip Booker, Ryden Warden, and Wes Borelli.
Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the Patreon. Without you guys, I can't say that. We'd still be doing this podcast. But hey, we really appreciate the support, as always. Fucking hell yeah, dude.
Speaking of Japanese and subs and dubs, you finally, after 4 years, started Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, dude. It's only been out for a little while. It's a new game. If you heard about it, it's Ghost
Not
of
a new
Tsushima.
game.
One
of my favorite PS4 games.
I am playing it currently on subs because, again, I just like that nostalgic feel, man. Like,
dude, the guy that does Jin,
yeah,
awesome. He's very good.
Which one's Jin again? The main character?
The guy you play as.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. He does. He did a great job.
How far are you?
I'm not very far in it at all. It's
I
very
will
much
say
like the open worldness of it does kind of like you don't know where to start because
that game is fucking gorgeous. Dude.
Yeah, it's a very pretty game. It's
dude,
for like PS4 graphics. I have it, the upgraded version or whatever, but it's still beautiful.
It's one of those games that it was a personal, like I loved it, but like I went so ham. It's 3 islands, by the way. So like the part you're in at the very beginning, that big giant fucking island, there's only 1 island. And so I did Yeah, I did everything on that first island, and then I finally like get to the second island, and I'm like, oh, like 25 hours in, I'm burnt the fuck out.
It's a
I'm
lot to
burnt
do,
the
dude.
fuck
It's a
out.
lot to do.
But then like there's five fighting styles, and the ghost fighting style is just it's chef's kiss. Once you start
Yeah.
like depending on how you want to play it too, like you could that's one of the things I really appreciate about it is like I played it as if it was like a Tenshu game. Like I am a fucking ninja, and I'm sneaking around, I'm fucking stabbing dudes, and they don't see
Okay.
me
See, I
because I
haven't
play it
gotten to that
stealth.
point yet where I can pick like different fighting styles. Because that's
There's
my one complaint is that like early on the combat feels very chunky. It feels
sure.
like you don't. It feels very much so like you don't know all the stuff yet. Like there's stuff that I should be able to do right now, but I can't. You know what I mean? Like
You
it's
don't well like you won't unlock the ability to like sneak and like do stealth stuff. There's a mission you have to like infiltrate a fort.
hell yeah.
And but there's like water, fire, wind, like all that sort of stuff. But each stance works specifically to like if you know you're fighting somebody with a shield versus someone with a fucking staff versus a dual wield
Yeah,
versus
pole arm.
whatever.
Yeah.
Um, one of the complaints when the game first came out was there was the lack of lock on,
Do you
but
get lock on ever? Because like
you never do.
that is another complaint I do have. I do have another complaint
Um,
is that like I
but
can't attack the enemy I want to attack. But hey, whatever. It's not an elder.
but
It's not an
is
it's not a Souls game. I get it.
it's
So
not. That's why it's good. Um, but I think I will tell you this. You need to play it more because if it's one of those that you just play intermittently, you're not going to like it or enjoy it. But also don't do what I did and do
complete
every
everything and
because like there's foxes to chase and pet. There's saunas to
what?
write haikus.
I
There's
have wrote my first haiku. Yeah, it wasn't
written.
in a sauna, but I wrote it.
Anyways, and then like infiltrate forts and like meet all the cool cast of characters. Like I fucking I love it, dude. I'm hoping that the next one, the Ghost of Yoga or Yote, I forget what it is. Um, the sequel. It's not a sequel because it's like 400 years in the future. It takes place in the 1800s. Yote.
Hey,
I don't know,
buddy,
but it's woke though because it's a female protagonist. You know, it's fucking.
give me more
Jeez.
of them.
I'm hoping that that comes out like soon, because that would be dope. Because like I need a reason to play my PS5.
I think everybody's looking for a reason to play their PS5 right now. So you're
Um,
gonna have.
what are you talking about? Everybody's playing Marvel Legends, Marvel Rivals. I keep calling it Marvel Legends, not the fucking toy line. They look
Hey,
like toys though.
I mean, they look like anime characters for sure. They didn't. It's just Overwatch.
Can I
It's
go on a
just.
rant real quick on why I hate that? Fucking start podcasting. Do what I want.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can go ahead. It's fine.
so I will give it credit for leaning into a specific art style. I don't like it personally, not my taste. But I am just beyond sick of all of these comic book games all looking like generic, bland ass, like MCU ripoff stuff. Like I don't like why are
Okay,
we
I get.
not
Yeah.
leaning into like like a cell shaded like Borderlands or like just like a hyper real not realistic but like a just like a you know this like we're talking about comic books here. Like why are we not leading into like specific art and visual eye popping, eye catching like art.
Instead, you're like leaning into like, oh, well, I've got to make it look like the Tony Stark from Avengers
Why,
Endgame. You know,
well, they
like
all look the same, is what I'm
yeah,
saying. And like we've hit that point in games where like realism doesn't do it for me anymore. I want art styles, dude. I
yeah.
want like you know what I'm saying. Like we've hit the fucking point of like oh high fidelity. Okay, great. Okay,
Yeah.
go look at all the games that were like again. Uncharted 4 came out in 2015, 10 years ago. And it's still one of the top 5 best looking games ever made.
I do. I think that you got a
You know what I
point.
mean?
Yeah, I definitely like agree with you that we need more games that have like an exploration into like different art styles because like that's like what's been jumping out at me a lot in these like game shows is that the games that are not the typical like the noir games that look like have hyper realism where like you
Right.
can see the characters sweat or whatever. It's like I want more games that are not generic and bland like you're talking about. So
Right. The whole point of that was you know, you can have a debate on gatekeeping, and like I'm not a gatekeeper. Like I actively try not to be. I'm one of those like I if you show even a remote interest in something that I'm very into, like you're gonna hate it because I'm not gonna stop talking about it, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna like word vomit everywhere about the thing that I like. Now, my stance on the MCU Moon Knight is well documented. All right, it's a heaping pile of shit, but what I don't like is like I'm on the Moon Knight specific Reddit, right? And I like being able to look at like, oh, hey man, this panel's really cool, or like what like having actual discussions on the character, on the comics, this, that, and the other. It is fucking brain rot on that subreddit. I had to leave the subreddit
Yeah.
because it's all Marvel rivals fucking slop, and it's all people. It's like a whole section of people that that have just like discovered the fucking Moon Knight memes that everybody knew about 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Like, you know, like, oh, Dracula owes me money, like that shit.
Hey
And like
man, I still want
it's
that.
come all the way around. It's not funny anymore. Like
Well,
it's not.
that is
It's
something about
lost it.
Reddit too, is that like it just regurgitated stuff that came from a year ago. Like you'll see posts where it's like, I remember when I was on it, it was like after being on it for 2 years, you've basically seen all of Reddit, right? Because it's
Well,
just like,
there's that, but I mean, I'm just saying like the whole I had to leave the Reddit because of the game, and it's just like why isn't that just like its own thing? Why
yeah,
are
make
we
your make the Marvel Moon Knight subreddit, make Marvel Rivals Moon Knight subreddit. You know, like
right,
yeah, like go on there
right?
and
Why
make
are
it.
we bombarding the but well, you know, it is that's
Okay.
just me that's yelling at the clouds,
Yeah,
whatever.
dude.
Anyways, anything happened this week?
Dude, I'm just glad nothing happened this week, man. It's been like a slow week. You're talking about like the only thing that I could find that had like relatively happened this week was that they did a study and it turns out that like chimpanzees seeing each other pee makes them want to pee. So it's like contagious pee basically.
It's like
And
yawn.
like yawning, yeah, but like it's I guess a new discovery in like chimps can, why does it feel like I don't know, man. It's kind of cool though, chimps if I like cuz if I see you
That's it.
pee, yeah, pretty much like that's the only thing that happened I think. So, do you have anything
No,
else?
I mean that's all the story.
Oh yeah, if they see you, they see each other pee, they go pee same time.
Dude,
So
let me just tell you something. This just like sparked a memory. So I think like I talked about the caps like 2 weeks
yeah,
ago or
I guess I
with
should see
you or
if it does
whatever.
go anywhere else in the story, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, um, like I don't force my sports fandom on my child.
Yeah.
Okay. She likes hockey. She likes going to hockey. She does not watch hockey on TV.
Okay.
She's like you.
I mean, that's fair. That live hockey, you can't beat it, man. I get it.
Anyways, so again, like I'm sitting here, I'm watching the Caps the other night, and who, by the way, as of this recording, they have 69 points to the best in the league. Nice. Um,
Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
fast forward 4 months when they get beat in the first round of the playoffs, and I'm
Yeah, 'cause
fucking mad
they
as
won the
shit.
President Cup and then they fucking hell yeah, dude.
I don't want it. I want to go on record. I don't want it. We won it three
I don't
times in
think
the last
anybody cares to have that,
15
honestly.
years, and we
So
got beat in the first round or first, second round all years. Anyways, we're sitting there, right? And she like randomly walks up to me and she was like, "Do you have on video where the Caps won the championship?" And I'm like,
do I?
"Do I?"
I have the DVD of that
I
game.
have the fucking Blu-ray on my shelf over there. And she's like, "Can we watch it?" And I'm like, I mean, like,
About
not
to
right this
pass out
second.
over here, this guy.
I was like, not right this second because like we're playing a game right now. Well, like the game
It
was
feels like
on.
she's trying to get out of the game. She's like, "Oh, what if I have him go do this and I can get bored 5 minutes in and then I fuck off and do my own thing?"
And I was like, but mark it on the calendar. Like we will watch it, right? And so then there was the other night. She was like, I have an idea.
Okay.
It's like 9:15, 9:30 at night.
Oh,
It's
she's
like,
fucking stalling like motherfucker. Yeah.
right. I was like, we can't watch this night because, and like this was like we had to get up early the next morning for something.
Yeah.
And I was like, but we will. And then before we recorded the podcast tonight, I was like, we've been doing this thing where the three of us have been playing Uno, right?
Yeah.
But we play Uno Flipped. Have you played Uno Flipped?
I haven't played it. Flip now.
It's fucking insane.
Oh shit, dude! I had no
It's
idea.
fucking insane. There are 8 colors,
Damn, dude, it's 4 more than I need because I can't fucking tell the colors to begin with.
and there's so many rules. So there's the regular Uno.
Okay.
All right, I'll come back to the caps thing.
Okay,
Right? There's
got you.
regular Uno, but like on the other side, instead of like the back of it saying Uno, it's another set of cards. So it's like pink, orange, purple, and teal
Okay.
or turquoise. And so you get a card. There's no more draw fours, but there's a draw five. And
That's
there's
a
draw and like a wild card, like a regular draw four wild card is now draw two. An old school draw two is now a draw one. Okay.
goddamn, dude. That's a lot.
We're just getting started, bud. So then there's a thing called a flip card.
Okay.
So like if you're sitting here with your standard colors, your yellow, your blue, your green, your red, and you lay down a flip card, everybody flips their cards, the deck flips, the other deck flips, and then like now you have a whole set of cards that has like the flip side doesn't just have skip, like it has a skip everyone back to you. And then
Jesus Christ.
there's a wild where you have to like let's say you lay it down. It's like a white card instead of a black card, and then you pick orange. The person has to draw until they get an orange card. So it could be 1, it could be 10.
Fucking. It seems intense. It seems
Dude,
intense, dude.
but it's brutal. Anyways, the worst mistake we ever made when were doing this is like you lay down the flip card. My brain, Flipadelphia, Flipadelphia.
Philadelphia. Yeah.
Every time the card gets
Oh my
flipped,
gosh, dude.
Zoe is she just calls it Flipadelphia. Like you were just gonna Flipadelphia it. Oh my god. So, anyways, I ended up showing her that clip tonight.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
The first thing D walks in the door is like, "What's up, bitches?" And then they do the dance, but her mouth the whole time she was just like,
It'd be so funny if now she walks into school tomorrow and she's like, "What's up,
"What's up?"
bitches?"
We said that is a house
at-home
word.
word.
That is an at-home
Absolutely.
word. Please do not go to school and say that.
Hell, you can say it out in
Anyways,
public. Just don't say it at fucking
yeah,
school.
yeah.
They can like get in trouble for
But
it.
like I wanted her to see where that came from so that like it's not just like this thing. Anyways, like she's gonna be outside like out in public and start singing flip it like flip, flip, flip.
I
And then
just honestly, low key, just wanted to see walk into like a restaurant or whatever. Like, "What's up, bitches?"
I know,
Like,
right?
God damn, dude, fucking coolest
Um,
kid in the planet right there.
don't tempt her. She knows it's like a
Oh,
word
yeah,
she's not
fucking-
supposed to say.
Next time we go out to eat
But
together, dude, just be like, "God, dude, this is the thing. This is the thing, dude."
but you can't pressure her because then like she
yeah,
won't.
yeah, yeah.
But so like and we've been keeping score. Like we
Mhm.
play 3 games, right? We play 3 games, and we've been tallying up the scores.
Yeah.
Right now it's like I have 8, she has 8, and like Christina has 3. Christina's getting ass beat.
Gosh, you gotta fucking pick it up, dude. You know?
We're beating her ass. Anyways, and so like we finished it, and she was like starting to get a little unruly, and I was like, she's like, ooh, you know,
Yeah.
I got an idea. I was like, let's watch the Caps win the championship. And so we couldn't watch the whole thing because like it's a
Yeah.
recap. It's like a recap of the regular season and then like each playoff series and then the parade. And then I was like, well, we'll start with game 5, right? And it does it's like 10 minutes. And
Okay.
then she was asking me all these questions. How many have they won? Like how many games do they play? And I'm just like,
Is she becoming a fan right now? Yeah.
and then so like Christina hadn't seen it like the full like thing.
Yeah.
Right. And so like she was just like rewatching it again. She's like, "Oh my God, I have goosebumps." I was like, "Yeah, imagine how I felt. Like I have goosebumps like watching it right now. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, you know." And then like we watched the parade and Zoe was like, so she's like, "Oh my God." And we're like, "You've been there. Like you've been there. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm from there. Like you've stood in front of the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument. Like and like you can see like, you know, 100,000 people out there." And she was just like, I don't know. It was just like one of those like, what is happening?
It's a parenting moment you remember the rest of your life. Right
Oh,
there.
100%.
Hell
I was
yeah.
because I was telling her, I was like, I remember every moment of like what's happening, like when this person scores, when DSP hits that goal, like, you know, what happens when all these things. And I was like, your mom's in bed because the game was at like 9 o'clock, I think, because it was in Vegas, right?
Mhm.
Game 5. So I was like, it's like 11:30. Your mom's in bed. I was like, you're not even a year old when this happens. You're
You're
upstairs,
sleeping
and
in a
like,
crib right now, you know?
no, I don't think she was in a crib. She was in the half thing.
Okay. I guess
Like
she's a year old. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Or
it wasn't
more.
a year
A little
old,
bit
and
more. Less.
I was like, I had to celebrate and like scream silently because like the TV is right above or right below your room, and I was like, "Oh,"
That's so funny.
and
Yeah.
I don't know, it was the whole thing,
That's
but
really cool, man.
yeah, it was. I was
That's
like,
really cool.
whoa, you're just like, I don't have those
Uh,
moments.
I mean, like it's like we've had fun moments, so don't get me wrong. But
Yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine. I know I did one of these. I cannot remember if I did it last year
okay.
or if it was 2 years ago, but I know that I've done one of these lists of like 100 years ago, the predictions that they made,
Yeah.
right? So if you
We
want to
probably
run down
yeah.
those,
Yeah, we've probably done it before, but hey, let's do
so
it.
these are newspaper headlines of predictions from 1925 about 2020.
2025.
Yeah, 2025.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Women will dress logically in one-piece hygienic suits.
I mean, rompers. Rompers are a thing, right? That's like a one piece. Is it logical? No, because you have to take it off to go to the bathroom.
It's not hygienic.
Yeah, because you have to take it off to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So
Right. Halfway there?
yeah, they're on their way there.
Uh,
Good job, ladies.
people will live to be 150.
Well, that's just plain wrong. Half that, buddy. We actually went down. I like that you're going up in your predictions,
Yeah.
but we're going down actually.
Life is the headline 20 years added to human span of life. Century hence, we may reach age of 150. Savant says man may become immortal.
Hey, when we get
They're
there,
trying.
let me know.
They're trying, buddy. There's people out there trying.
Okay, I don't mean to do a sidebar.
No, go ahead. Go
but-
ahead. I'll lay up for you.
buddy. The becoming immortal to me in this day and age in the capitalistic America, that sounds like the worst possible thing ever. Because you know what they're gonna do? Hey, you're immortal. Fucking work forever. No more
Yep.
retirement. Hey, why do you have to retire? You get to work the rest of your life. Why would you want to work the rest of your life? Anyways, go ahead, lay it for me.
This next one, it's awful. There will be nothing to laugh at.
Hey. What's that? We're 1 of 3 right now, baby. Let's go, dude. 1 of 3.
According
I fucking nailed that one, dude. Hell yeah. Good job, guys.
According to scientists, there will be nothing in the world to laugh at 100 years hence. Even at that, life 100 years hence will not be without its compensation. For nothing to laugh at will mean no efficiency, experts, reformers, welfares, uplifters, or glad-handers.
I don't know what any of those things are, but I'm sure they mean something. They probably didn't think that it was nothing to laugh at for different reasons, but
Yeah.
give it a
Food will be delivered via tubes from communal kitchens.
they missed the mark. They will be delivered. Not by tubes, though.
Not those tubes that banks use.
No.
Very weird that technology is exclusive to banks, by the way.
It does seem cumbersome, though, anywhere else, really, right? It's like, they have
Yeah,
a
like
fucking
you gotta have a
tube, just-
pipe system. You gotta have the tube system.
Not just that, then like everybody would have access to your tube, and it's like I don't want people sending me random shit. Right?
I mean, I guess technically the sewage system is a tube system.
And food does go through there, so I mean, give them a half point or something. I guess I don't know.
But giant airplanes will fly 50 passengers between London and Paris in only a couple of hours.
Those places feel really close together. London and Paris.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like
Okay, I'll give it to them. They got
three,
that one.
like a three. That's not even, dude. I'm gonna guess. Google it. I'm gonna guess
Okay.
it's 2 hour and 43-minute flight. That seems long because you can take a train, right? You can take a train from like Paris to London.
hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little long.
That still feels long. I don't know how close they are together though. So
I mean,
one's an island.
I've said it in the Discord, like when I was talking to Jim. This is like a couple weeks back. That much like you don't understand how close other countries are and how like whatever people grossly underestimate how big the United States is.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Like, whereas like you and I, if we drive to the other end of the state, which is Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 8 hours,
Just
right?
about, yeah.
I mean, it's weird because Tennessee's a very long state, right?
Yeah.
The amount of countries that Jim could go to in less time. He has access to like neighboring countries within 4 hours, 10 countries at least, right? Fred
No
too.
way.
What?
The flight time between Memphis and Knoxville, guess how much it is?
Flight time's 3 hours.
3 hours and 12 minutes.
I've flown it. That's why I know.
So it's like Paris and France are half,
Yeah.
less than half
Yeah.
the distance of us getting.
And they're
to
going
fucking
across
Memphis.
water. They're going
Yeah.
across water.
U.S.
Look at
we go to dude. We go to the fucking land, buddy.
Dude,
Thanks to
I've said
Native
this before.
Americans. Hell yeah.
you go up to Johnson City, which is let's say an hour and 20 minutes from here. If you go from Johnson City in a straight line, you will get to Canada quicker than you will get to a straight line to Memphis.
Yeah.
Think about that. That's nuts. Anyways, crime will be treated as a disease.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they won that one or not. I don't know. I don't know enough about crime, so.
It will be as if they put you to bed, they take your temperature, and bring you grapes for buying cigarettes after hours. 2025. I mean, shit was wild back then.
It's weird. That's a weird.
This is
time.
before World War II.
It's a weird thing.
People will be awakened by a radio alarm clocks, and the baldness will almost be universal in men.
Okay. I think they got both of those, technically speaking, because I do think that baldness is on the rise.
Yeah, it is.
And
you know why? The chemicals.
Hey, man, they're trying to poison our hair, poison our balls, dude. You know, what are we going to do? I know. So, but yeah, I think they got both of those. I'll give them those. Yeah.
San Francisco will be the greatest city in the world.
Sheesh.
Missed the mark on that one.
Missed it a little bit, yeah. What is the greatest city, though? Who knows?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
kind
if
of
you
a
judge it
hard
by
one to
if you
judge,
judge it by crime and homelessness, then San Francisco is not it.
Oh, they win, though. They win homelessness crime, right? Who's the best crime city?
I mean, they're very high in both of those.
Got you. Okay, so let me look at this. Most crime city.
You don't want crime.
U.S. But I do want crime. I want to know who's the most criming city.
No, it used to be Memphis.
Never was Memphis.
Used to be D.C. for a long. When I was born, and I grew up in D.C. D.C. was notorious for crime, but also Baltimore, Detroit, Atlanta, Memphis. There's a thing that all those have in common.
97.64 crimes per 100,000 people. Let's fucking go, dude.
We will run out of oil.
Okay.
Smoking will be a thing of the past.
Buddy, if there's one prediction I wish, yeah, it's definitely getting there. I think smoking is definitely stupid. If you're smoking, buddy, fucking knock it off, dude.
When I see people older than me smoking, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But when there are people younger than me that actively smoke cigarettes, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like if I see like Gen Z smoking a cigarette,
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, there's so many other things you could be doing.
A boomer right now, guys, but like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, go smoke weed or something. Go do something that is.
Like, yeah, it's like low key. That is like a great point, right? That you bring it up. This is like, why would you fucking waste your life on smoking a cigarette when you get fucking high as shit, dude? And it's like weed doesn't kill you, right? It's from what I understand, all the studies that we haven't done on it because they haven't been allowed to, doesn't fucking do anything to you. So,
when I was in Aruba and I was going to the airport, a humble brag, right? There, like you can buy. There was a tobacco shop, and like there are signs fucking everywhere. Smoking will kill you. Like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like a carton of cigarettes, dude, was like $100.
But people are still fucking buying them off.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I guess you gotta like cater to the crowd. There are several old people there because like, what else are you gonna do with your money at that time? Because you're rich, you won. Like you gotta spend your money somewhere.
You won, you did it. Good job, guys.
Books will be printed on nickel leaves and will contain 30,000 pages.
I mean, it feels like again, I guess that we're not in the mindset of like somebody from 1925. So it's like, They're like, books. What are those? This is crazy. What a wild thing, you know?
Canada will have a population of 100 million.
Oof. I don't think they hit that yet, buddy. What is Canada's population? I think we've talked about this. Does population? That's
say
40 million. 40 million.
I was gonna say 70.
That's a 2023. So
Okay. Banking and burglary will be wireless.
hey, they got that one. They got that one, dude.
I got that one.
Somebody can rob you pretty easily wirelessly. So.
I mean, literally everything is online. You're like, all your accounts are online.
Yeah. So and hackers, dude, hacking the mainframe.
There will be a wheat shortage.
A wheat shortage?
Mm-hmm.
There's not one of those yet. So give it time.
Yet.
Give it time, buddy.
Geologists will be able to peep into the crust of the earth.
Buddy, better keep those peeping eyes to yourself. That's all I gotta say. You know. I mean, it would be cool in theory, but I'm pretty sure it's like a couple, like 100 miles below the surface of the earth, right? I don't know.
The world will have reached its saturation point.
If I'm not mistaken, we have passed that, my friend. We have passed it to the point where we're not going to have enough resources pretty soon. So,
Speakers will be able to address the entire world at once, and the unification of the human race will be complete.
yeah, buddy,
Alright.
you missed the mark big time on that one.
We are so far from that goal, buddy. We're on the
Maybe we're
way
like
up.
at that point where we're just about to fall off the cliff, right? Because like you got to fall off the cliff to get there, and like maybe we're about to get there, where there's gonna be some bad times, but then we'll all be unified at the end. We'll have a Dr. Manhattan come along, blow up the world. The survivors will get to be unified.
He doesn't blow up the world. That's not what happens.
He blows up Manhattan, whatever, you know, fucking DC or some shit. I don't know.
Ozymandias sends a fucking
does,
squid monster.
He doesn't do it, right?
Now,
In the movies, and I'm talking about the movies strictly, and not the comics, because I haven't read the comics. So
yeah.
in the movies, it's like
But-
he makes a Dr. Manhattan bomb, and he blows up a city, and it's like supposed to be like, look what Dr. Manhattan did. We got to rally behind him and kill him. He's a bad guy.
Dude, I'm be honest with you. I watched the Watchmen movie once in theaters, and I don't remember much other than the like one sex scene where they're banging in the plane,
Hell yeah, dude.
and then the famous Rorschach. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I remember.
I
all
remember Big Blue Penis. So
Yeah, but the
that's hot. So
TV show is based off the comic book with the giant squid monster.
okay, well, they didn't do that in the movie. So
Correct. They course corrected.
yeah, I mean, giant squid monster is like not as easy to believe. So giant bomb. So
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Honestly, give me a giant squid monster.
But there's a twist to the squid monster.
He's human.
I won't spoil it for anybody who wants to
Oh, okay.
watch the show.
I want to watch the show as well, so don't spoil it for me. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
How many more we got? What do we got here?
That was it. That was
Okay.
the list.
They missed the mark. They didn't do good. They were stupid back in 1995, 1925.
You want to make a prediction for 100 years from now?
when we're still doing the podcast? 'Cause
We
can
will
live
not.
forever.
We will not be alive. I will guarantee you
Yeah,
I will not live to be 135.
that seems sad, man. You know.
Listen, buddy, there are too many things working against me.
All right, we do. If
Things-
we do,
Things I cannot control. Microplastics,
yeah,
climate change,
microplastics again because it's in everything.
the food. I think I talked about it on the episode. Like, I would just like for the food to have a purpose, and the purpose be for nourishment and
Keep
energy,
me alive. Yeah.
not like kill me
I mean,
and make me dependent upon like, oh, these things will give you cancer, so like you can then buy money. You can buy pharmaceuticals to stave off the cancer. Like, you know, I'm like going down this dark path of like conspiracy theories.
nihilism, I think, is what it's called. But
Is it nihilism if it's true?
no, it's nihilism if it's like becoming overwhelming with all the things that you can't do to course correct. or
Nihilism
correct
is you don't
anything
care
in general.
care about anything.
It's like,
Did you not see the Big Lebowski? I don't. This guy's about nothing.
I mean, like being nihilistic is like you feel the inability to like change anything, and so it becomes like you can't care about anything because it's like
Nihilism is
I
a
don't know.
philosophical belief that rejects fundamental aspects of human existence, such as knowledge, morality, and meaning. It is often associated with extreme pessimism and a radical skepticism. The rejection of all religious and moral principles.
I'm there, buddy.
I'm half there. I mean, I'm half there. Like, I don't think you should murder people, rape people.
That's the thing, dude. I feel like that's just a normal way to be. Like I don't understand like why we need religion to be like
Nihilism
oh,
is often attached with the belief that life is meaningless.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like you're getting to the point where like you're just like, you know. But hey,
I said the belief in nothing. That was the whole thing.
that's not what that's. If I have one thing I can believe in, it's like it's you, my guy. You know. But
What'd you call me?
it's you, my guy. That's what I said. What a.
That's not what I thought
What
you
did you think I
said.
said? I don't know what I said. I said my guy though.
I thought you were trying. I thought you said butt guy. Like, because I thought you were gonna say buddy, my guy, bud guy. Like,
I
like
only
I don't
have
know.
beliefs in my butt guy, dude. He's always there for me, dude. He's always there. He's got that ass that don't quit, dude. Fucking.
Yeah.
But 100 years from now, when we're still doing the podcast, if we're immortal, you want to do this podcast for 100 years or no?
I don't want to do it for 100 more weeks.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's a valid point. Oh shit!
What was that?
I don't know if I kicked my lighter. What? I'm bad about
Dude, mine does this sometimes. Fuck, there was something else I was gonna say too.
Oh man, I'm glad to be back, dude. I'm fucking back in the saddle,
Yeah.
dog. Fucking, I'm glad to be back. So
Don't get sick anymore.
I try not to, man.